Relapse, improve, relapse, the pattern doesn't change, and all right. I can fill her full with pills. They don't always work magic, you know. Besides, Shirley's got a will of her own. What she wants goes.
Yes, but that's part of the illness, isn't it?
True. It makes her more than a match for us more reasonable souls.
More than a match for Janet?
No comment.
No, Peter, you were right. Thank you for not rubbing it in. Shirley? Eve came to see me today.
Eve?
Your friend, Miss Alexander.
Stuck-up cow.
She wanted to know how you were.
Nothing to do with her. Those toffs, they're all the same.
What was it to do with, Shirley?
They told you, didn't they? I lost me rag and I bashed that Julie first, then I beat up a screw.
Oh, I wouldn't put it quite so strongly.
I meant to, though. I meant to bash her brains out. I could lose 3 months for that. You tell the board.
3 months?
I could lose 3 months remission.
Board of Visitors doesn't come into this. Unless you wish to write to them yourself and press your claim.
Well, don't you be so sarky, then.
What happens to you, Shirley, lies with me. I'm going to keep you here for the full 48 hours, and then I'll send you back to the hospital wing.
I could have done her in, you know. I nearly did. I nearly blinded somebody once.
All right,
No.
The doctor will see you later.
No, listen to me.
Why do you boast to the people that you've injured? I'm sorry, I don't want to hear.
You know. You know what I mean. Outside, I shouldn't be there. I'm no good, and you don't care. You know my brother's gone. He went to Kenya. He knew the way my father was. After me. He knew I couldn't stay at home. He cared for me, and still he went. He went and he left me here.
Yes, he left you here. But that was 20 years ago, before you came to me at the approved school. And Shirley, I did care.
Well, when there's accidents, people go through the windscreen of the car. That shows it's dangerous. It's proved.
Listen to me.
Shouldn't they?
You've got no family to care for you. Are we talking about that? Dr. Mays, myself, Miss Clark. We're all trying to help you. But you've got to face this, Shirley. Your sentence has come to an end.
Let's run through the list of hostels again. Now, Ivy House. I've been in touch with them.
It's mixed.
Yes, does that matter?
The men are always after me there. I never get a moment's peace.
You never gave the warden any either. But still, he's prepared to give you another try. You know, I think that's good of him.
The thing is, I like my privacy. A woman should be private at my age. It's got too many windows.
Yes, it's almost new. A palace, as most hostels go.
The thing is, I should be on my own. A flat. Yeah, a flat's the thing.
The rent, though, Shirley, you won't be working. Well, not for a while, anyway.
I get my sick benefit.
But rents are very high. You know, we must be practical.
Oh.
Look, think about Ivy House. Look, make up your mind that you're going to settle down. You could be happy there.
You know what? Once, when I came out of Borstal, I asked to go to Kenya. My brother would have sent the fare. He'd written and he said he would. But nobody believed me. But he would. I mean, just once, I had the chance. And since then, it's always been like this. Nowhere to love you.
That's not true, though, is it? I think you mean there's nowhere you want to go.
Style? I like style.
That's a prison, though.
I've tried one hospital for her. I'm afraid they won't play ball. Shirley is persona non grata.
Why?
Forewarned, they probably had her in before.
Well, you're learning, Charles.
Can they refuse?
Yes, of course they can. And honestly, I don't blame them. You could spend a year on Shirley and get absolutely nowhere at all, not to mention the fact that while she's there, she undoes all your work with everyone else. It is a question of energy that is better applied elsewhere, on others that you know can be restored, at least to some kind of productive norm.
Are you telling me that Shirley is incurable?
Well, I think maybe some people are. Damage done too long ago and gone too far.
Could we move on? I'd like to discuss the observation
No, just
centre.
a minute. Do you realize what you've just said? She's doomed, so we do nothing. Is that what you imply?
Be reasonable. We have got to select all the time. We've only got so many resources.
And public spending's under the accident?
I don't think we're talking about politics.
But they can't be divorced. Bad cities are breeding grounds. A city dweller with no roof starts wandering. Schizophrenia.
Bricks and mortar. No fixed address, no social security payment.
And Shirley?
Bottom of the heap. She loses out every time. Medically and in every other way, I see no hope for Shirley. Well, I'll ring round the other hospitals if you want.
No, I respect your opinion. I think I'll try and deal with it myself. You see, I have to think in terms of hope. I need to think that way.
Fair enough.
Well, Miss Clark could look after that, surely. Welfare's up to her.
She's working on it now. I think I'll join her. If you'll excuse me, gentlemen.
My son's over on this is. Of course, we clear all the junk out, put her in a burner. Oh, a gas ring, you know. So she's not all that dependent for cups of tea and that.
So you have another lodger already?
Oh, Harry, yes. He's been inside and all. Actually, it was my husband who come across him down on his luck, you know. And then after that, he went inside. We used to write and visit, see? And then afterwards, when he come out, well, seemed only natural like he should come to us. Been very steady. He's on the roads, sweeping.
Is that how Miss Clark came to know about you?
Yeah, through Harry's ex. Well, his missus that was. So we said, well, you know, we'd be glad to take someone. Oh, here he comes. The one who started it all. My hubby, Alf.
How do you do?
His hearing isn't all that grand.
You do understand about Shirley, don't you? She's been mentally ill. She has to take tablets regularly. Now, I think that she should go to some kind of centre, a day centre. Miss Clark is arranging it.
Oh, yes. And at this centre, will there be, like, a doctor for her there?
No, the doctor she's under will give her enough tablets to last her, and also a letter to a GP. I think she'll have to find one locally.
Oh, Dr. Irons, he's a treat. I'll take her there myself.
That sounds a splendid idea. I'm sure it's just what she wants. I don't want to mislead you, but she can be very difficult.
Oh, so can he. Coped with him all these years. Mood, something terrible.
I've asked her to write you. She'll tell you all about herself.
Yes, I understand. Better not to talk behind her back.
If what she said disturbs you, and it might, you must feel free to change your mind. Now, I do mean that.
Yes. Well, you'd like a nice cup of tea with me and Alf, wouldn't you? I've got the kettle. Mind how you go.
Then I went to Broadmoor. I've been in Broadmoor twice.
Shirley?
Shh. They're good on entertainment. They
Come on, Shirley.
Shh. They get the more dangerous type of inmate there. I enjoy the company of that sort of person.
It's worse than with old Harry.